Friends, we're going to start out in our math spiral today. So make sure that you have that with you right now. You'll need your pencil and your spiral. Eventually, you will need this book, and we'll be working on page 77 and page 78. But for now, we need our math spiral. Okay, so what we're going to look at right now is I'm going to draw the number 24. So first I'll write the number 24. And then what I want you to do right now is draw that with boxes, sticks, and dots. So right underneath, we know that 2 lines, each of those is a 10. And then if we have 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, that means 24. Correct? Yes. Okay. So when we have those boxes, sticks, and dots, we haven't even talked about boxes yet, but sticks equals 10 and dots equal 1. So now let's do another one, and this time we're going to do 60 plus 8 equals 68. I'm going to pause the video while you draw a picture of that with boxes, sticks, and dots. Nice work, friends. You are correct. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 sticks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones dots. So I don't know if you noticed this, but something that I always do, and it's something I want you to do as well, is I separate mine into groups of 5s. That way it's just easier for me to count. It's easier to see the number 5 if you use 5 groups. Instead of having all those quick 10s together, we want to put them in groups of 5s. And the same goes with the circles. When instead of drawing all the circles in one column, we can put them in groups of 5s, either across or up and down. So I want you to practice doing that as well. So if you squished all your 10s together, I want you to erase one of them, leave a finger space, and make your new 10. Same with your circles. If you put all of those in a big glob, then go ahead and move them around. The same goes for when we're drawing our dots. We don't just draw dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't draw dots like that. We draw them going across on the line, so it makes it really clear what the number is. So I'm gonna go ahead, take my red Sharpie and do one of these things. No, we don't do that. So you don't want to have them all over the place like ants crawling around. And you also don't want to have them in a gigantic, huge clump together. The next thing I'm going to talk about is moving on to learning how to use a box. So I'm going to go ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 sticks right here. Let's go ahead and count this together. And that means right now I want you to whisper count it with me up to 100. Are you ready? Let's go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So when I look at this, that's 100 right there. And this is an effective way to go ahead and draw 100 if you want to. But I have a new tool for you, friends. I have a faster way that we can draw 100. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a box around this and say 100. So if we want to draw a quick 100, all we need to do is make a box like this and say 100. So now, instead of just 10 sticks and ones dots, we have hundreds boxes too. All right, so here comes our challenge part. I want to draw the number 166. So if I break that apart, it's 100 plus 60 plus 6. So to draw that, 166 equals a 100 box, and you should be drawing this with me right now, plus 6 tenths plus 6 ones. So we have 166. Thumbs up if that makes sense to you. Thumbs sideways if it sort of makes sense to you. Thumbs down if you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, Mrs. Littlejohn, and I can pause and answer questions. All right, so hopefully this is clear to you. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't think it's that big of a jump to go from ones to tens to 100s. We know that a 10 stick has 10 dots in it. So why wouldn't a hundreds box just have 10 sticks in it? Makes sense, right? Okay, friends, let's go ahead, grab our books, and let's look at page 77. So we're adding tens or ones. So right here, we have 10, make sure that you can see this, there we go. We have 10 plus 20, 10, 20, 30. So 10 plus 20 equals 30. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Right away, I'm noticing that both of these numbers have a 3 in them. Did you notice that too? Let's do another one. 70 plus 20. 70, 80, 90. 90. 7 plus 2 more. 7, 8, 9. Once again, I'm noticing that I have a 9 here and a 9 here. I'm going to do one more. Then I'm going to go back with my imaginary magnifying glass to look at that closely. So now we have 60 plus 30. 60, 70, 80, 90. Did you notice that I'm using my fingers like 10 sticks? Then I have 6 plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm also using my fingers like ones dots. All right. Let's look at these closely. So if I go back and look at all of them, I'm noticing I have a 1 here and 1 here. A 2 here in the tens and a 2 in the ones. I'm noticing that 10 plus 20 is 30. 1 plus 2 is 3. The only difference is I have these zeros right here. Did you notice that too? Take a peek at this one. This is 7 and 70. This is 2 and 20. Once again, we have those zeros right here. And it's like these zeros all hopped over to be right there. And the 7 and 2 hopped over to be right there. Did you notice that too? I'm going to pause and you're going to tell me what you notice about 60 plus 30. I have a really smart group of second graders. You guys noticed that I had a 6 in the tens here and a 6 in the ones, a 3 in the tens, a 3 in the ones, a 9 in the tens, a 9 in the ones, and just like before, it's like that 0 just hopped right over and ended up there. Those added together in the tens made that right there, and we have these ones that pushed right over to there. Friends, I'm going to have you just finish this whole page on your own. And what we're doing is we're practicing looking at that relationship between these numbers. If there's a 30 here, it's 3 right there. And as you look down the whole page, you are going to notice that on the bottom, we're always adding ones. At the top, we're always adding tens, and the answers will continue to be very, very similar. Today, I want you to take a picture of this when you're finished and post that to Seesaw.